Okay.
All right, we're live on Facebook, and we are
This is the
live
first thing I did right now.
on Periscope.
Oh my God, he's live. This is going to be weird.
We're live.
Hey, everybody. Let me put this up, and then we'll start the official show.
I wonder if there were any wrestlers accused of sexual molestation.
You know Vince McMahon.
Hey, guys, you might notice something a little different about the show this week. We got this guy here.
Hi, guys. I'm Charlie. Great.
Chuck
Thanks for
Fury.
the introduction.
Chuck Fury.
Christine is on, even though she's at a wedding right now.
What are you watching this
There's no
for?
way there could be 5 people viewing this right now.
No, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. All right. We like to pull up the video feed while we're doing it so we can interact with our fans, except Periscope is the worst fucking app ever invented.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I love Periscope. That's how I watch all my UFC and boxing matches.
Oh, that's how we watch
That's how we watch the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Oh, man.
Oh, the wedding's tomorrow. Okay.
I don't even need a
Crystal
microphone.
Terra's on.
Again?
I'm being heard fine. I don't even need a microphone.
No, you'll know. Like the quality on the audio will sound much more crisp and clean. We do it for the audio part when we put it on iTunes.
Word up, Holmes.
This other part, it won't matter.
I don't know who wants to hold the mic. It might just be easier for one of you to hold it rather than pass it back and forth and then just kind of point it at the person.
I'm probably
So we
going to
figure out
need
a
to
better-
do some talking.
I'm fine.
Today. I'm not really feeling the greatest.
I'm here to babble. I've been watching all 1980s NWA. Let's go.
All right, we're
Let's
good then.
do this.
Maybe this will be easy if Charlie holds the mic.
Freaking rugged Ronnie
It's going to be
Garvin
hard for you to
shit.
pass it back. It'd be easier for him to pass it forward,
Yeah.
right?
If I go like,
Live from the Dixon House of Pain.
that wasn't so long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was only a year ago, right?
It's true.
Feels crowded over here today.
I know.
All right, guys, we're going to go live with the actual episode now. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Fred Robinson. We're trying something out a little different today. More men than usual.
Yes.
Which means better times for me. I love having more men around me. It's the perfect time of year for that.
Uh-oh.
Especially when there's multi-men matchups.
Oh, boy.
We have a special guest here. I don't have to just talk to Craig this week.
Yeah, thank
At
God.
all. Thank God.
Thank God for both of our sakes.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, this week, guys, we have our second ever in-house guest. And this week, we would like to introduce you to our good friend, Charlie. We know him as Chuck. Chuck Fury. He's here, and he loves... Well, do you love wrestling, Chuck? I don't know. I don't want to speak for you.
Hi out there, internet world. Do I love wrestling? I did. Do I tolerate wrestling? I do. I just don't get what they're doing anymore, but hey, it's entertainment and not wrestling anymore. That's all it comes down to.
Hey, look at that.
I'm not married, but that sounds like married life. I don't love it, I don't hate it, but I tolerate it.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
pretty
don't
much.
know what she's doing anymore.
What is she doing up there?
She's my wife singing karaoke right now somewhere in the bar.
I never know what she's doing.
Fuck!
Oh man, this is gonna be a weird concept, but we're
So
trying it, baby.
obviously our plans changed for Survivor Series. We have a lot of moving parts here. We're trying something new here on the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. So
What's up, Rob Hoss?
we got Rob Hoss here joining us. By the way, I saw somebody named Chuck was also watching the live feed, so that's pretty cool as well.
Same Z.
Fred, your girl, Turnbuckle Chick is watching.
Hey, what's up, baby girl? How you doing? Represent all the females out there today. We're talking about Survivor Series.
All right, guys. So we're here to talk about WWE Survivor Series. So do you guys just want to jump right into the card? I think we should jump right into the card.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, the opening match, I believe, is going to be Kalisto versus Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Right, yes.
Yes.
It's in the pre-show. That's the pre-show match.
I'm really looking forward to that match.
Are you really?
Except I'm not. At all. Like, totally not whatsoever. It's just, I feel like I've seen this match like 5 times already, and each time I've cared less and less. I don't know.
And that is why I'm tolerable of the product right now, because basically we're just getting fed the same stuff week after week, and nothing ever changes. At least back in the day, because I'm rewatching the network, I'm going through all the old stuff. At least things back in the day were unique. They were different. They would do mixed tag matches. They would throw you in like different type of situations. And instead of the same thing, oh, we're going to put you in a match again this week because, you know, you saw it last week and it wasn't fair because this happened, or that happened. It's so stupid.
You fit right in, Chuck.
You really do. You really
dumb.
There is a reason it's called the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. That's because it's fucking wretched, man. It's all wretched.
It's not called the Quality Wrestling
No,
Podcast.
no.
This podcast isn't even quality, so fuck it.
No, yeah.
I mean, the highlight of Raw last week was someone proposing to his girlfriend and Paul Heyman was ripping alive.
Yeah, really.
That was awesome.
Really.
It's like, it's the go-home show from Survivor Series, but you know what? This guy's gonna get married. We'll make fun of it. We'll make fun of him because he's proposing during my promo.
I love Paul Heyman. At least he can fucking work off the cuff like that. Not everybody can do that. At least in WWE, that's for sure.
Well, we know Jason Jordan can with his mic skills.
Oh,
I guess we'll get into it at some point.
Yeah, I guess
he's turning heel, by the way, at Survivor Series. We're calling that right now.
Ooh.
I actually kind of like that. That's kind of cool.
A little tease for you, right?
Come on,
there.
he's too goody two shoes. I'm sick and tired of the goody. How many goody two shoes do they have on the roster right now? At least like 40.
Too many.
40 goody two shoes.
I thought you were saying two. Many. Like what? That's it?
Raw's got like 3 legit heels, and they're all on the same team now.
I know, pretty much.
Right. And the one good heel that they had in Braun Strowman just turned face, so there you go.
I mean, he's been face since you put him with Roman Reigns in that whole... That whole
if we're talking about crowd reaction, then
right,
yes.
that whole thing that they went through for the last, 3 months. Everyone was like, oh, we hate Roman, so feed him to Braun, and everyone's just going to love Braun.
Exactly. He's the best. Speaking of the Cruiserweights...
Right.
So, I've been a big fan of Drew Gulak.
Me too,
which
man.
I've hated.
Me too.
I mean, I thought it was kind of boring, but...
No, I like him.
I've been loving him with Enzo.
Isn't it weird? Does he remind you of Joe DiBella? I don't know why. He reminds me of Joe DiBella in a weird way.
Yeah,
he's just awkward,
but
funny.
we all know, actually.
Right. I will say that Gulak was lost until our friends at the Fashion Files resurrected his career. He used to dress like a homeless man, and now look at him. He's wearing suits. Because of Fandango and Tyler Breeze, they made him a legit contender in the Cruiserweight division.
For a better 205 Live.
Thank God.
And I don't know why, but I like his pairing with Enzo Amore for some reason. They don't go together at all. They completely are mismatched. But him being such a proper, political speaker and being so, spelling soft S-O-F-T, it's
Yeah,
I was like,
much,
I was fucking laughing my ass off when he spelled it right, and Enzo just looked at him and was like, hey, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's not what it, that's
What
not
the
it.
hell are you doing?
That's not my gimmick.
Never again. Never again. Now, as far as predictions goes, guys, so we got Kalisto. He just dropped the title last month. What do you got on this? Because I don't really give a fuck. Or is it earlier this month? I should say.
We haven't flipped a coin in a while.
I would say this is. I think this is an easy one to call. I think Enzo retains here. I'm pretty certain on that one.
Just because he has so much heat right now, you got to go with Enzo. He's just the way he rips that 205 locker room apart every week. When he first won that title and he called everyone out to the stage. And he was just basically calling everybody out on their actual
That was
shit.
awesome.
He shot on everybody in the 205
That was one of my favorite moments of 205 Live. Pretty much ever.
It
was on
made
Raw,
sense.
but whatever.
It wasn't even on 205
right.
Live.
But I did tune into 205 Live for the first time after that.
Oh, you did?
I feel like they're trying to treat 205 like the women's division, that no one really wants to watch it, but they're forced to watch it. So
it's the Cruiserweight Revolution.
We're going to let the Cruiserweights main event Raw 3 weeks in a row and make sure people have to watch.
Cruiserweights are people, too.
And I could just see the diagram of the viewership of Raw ratings starting up really high, and then it just spikes.
205
Does it really go that high, though? I mean, what does it start with?
It starts like this. And then
I hear Stephanie McMahon's it goes high, and you hear Stephanie McMahon's music. I'm a woman, and I don't give a shit. And it just dwindles.
Gosh, speaking of I don't give a shit.
Monday Night Raw.
Holy shit!
Oh,
She's trying to be her daddy way too hard, and just stop. Just stop.
We bitch about Stephanie McMahon. Well, we bitch about her a lot on this show. How
for the most
her
part.
character doesn't work in the WWE because
her character did work back during the McMahon-Helmsley era. She was the spoiled little girl who stuck it to daddy.
Right.
Now she's just a spoiled little girl who just fucks Triple H on just like
it's like the Hillary Clinton of the WWE.
He's my husband.
essentially.
Yeah, she's like,
he does what I want now. He's gonna be the 5th member of Team Raw because Jason Jordan.
I fucking hate Stephanie, man.
I just want to prove to you, Dad,
I
that
fucking
can do
hate her.
this. Don't take it away from me, please.
So let's get through the Cruiserweight title match. So what do you guys got? What do you guys got?
Enzo Italiano, Jersey
Enzo
represent.
Amore.
Awesome. All right, so let's move on. I don't know
The first match on the card is probably going to be Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. So obviously, maybe we should talk about that first.
No, Freddie.
You don't think so?
No,
I think they're going to open up with a traditional Survivor Series matchup.
that's probably
That's
a good
usually
call.
what they're going to do because Based on
makes
my
sense.
research of watching past Survivor Series, I actually had that 5-on-5 matchup. That's what they would usually start off with.
All right, so let's start. If you want to go down that route, how about we start with the 5-on-5 women's elimination Survivor Series match?
There's a surprise member for Team SmackDown.
That's right. So we got Team Raw of Alicia Fox, the captain, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley taking on Team SmackDown with Captain Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and probably Natalya, but I don't know. That's still to be determined.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. Who made her return at last year's Survivor Series?
Was it Paige? I don't remember.
No, it was Nikki Bella. She
Nikki,
was supposed to be the
God,
captain.
please be wrong.
Oh, shit, I totally forgot about that.
I've been following her on Instagram. She's posting pictures of herself looking hotter than ever, rocking like a 9-pack.
I thought you were just concerned about her health, but apparently you're not.
I mean, listen, John Cena's going to be there. Nikki Bella's going to be there too.
That's a good point.
I have a feeling Nikki's going to be on Team SmackDown. And don't be surprised that they give her the win because that's how stupid wrestling is.
Well, I was going to go with a different Bella. I was going to say that Birdie Bella would actually be the fifth.
Oh, really? Birdie Bella.
You know, got Daniel Bryan's skills. She'd probably do the flying headbutt.
So does she go into bird mode? No? Okay.
What does that mean? Did you see like a bunch of food just hacking into someone's face? Like a baby bird?
She'll just peck you to death. Peck you to death.
I understand.
I wonder what that means.
So, in regards to the
That's fine.
Yeah.
in regards to the women's Survivor Series match, I mean, we just had a last-minute replacement. Charlotte was in it as of last week. She just won the women's title, so she's out. Obviously, we still don't know for sure who's going to be the fifth member of Team SmackDown, but just looking at the roster, looking at at least the 9 announced participants, who do you guys got in this match?
It's such a like lopsided matchup. I mean,
Raw
okay,
is really
Nia
stacked.
Jax, even though she sucks, she's supposed to be like the brawn of
She's
the
a
women.
monster, yeah.
She'll get counted out.
Asuka is just incredible. Sasha Banks, and I can't really... Actually, Bayley's been getting jobbed out like crazy lately, so I can't even say she's super strong. We have Sasha Banks. And now the SmackDown team doesn't even have Charlotte anymore, who was like their team player. Like, there's no way that SmackDown could win this match. I can't see it.
No, especially with Asuka on the roster, because Asuka has never been pinned in WWE, so... How does she lose? She cannot... Her first pinfall loss cannot be in a Survivor Series match. So I have to go... Obvious call is Team Raw has to win this one.
I'm going to go with Team SmackDown. Just because of the surprise entrant. You don't have a surprise. And
Maybe
just have
Asuka
it
gets
be
DQ'd
done.
then?
The only way I can see Asuka being taken out is one of two ways. She gets jumped before the match, thank you. Or they do a double count-out angle where somebody forces her out of the match... And they just basically sacrifice one member for another. That's how they got rid of The Undertaker back in 1990 on his debut show against Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream fought him back to the locker room, and that's how they got
Grand just make basketball. Who the fuck said that on Periscope? That's a fucking fantastic reference. You guys don't know that?
What is it?
It's from Impractical Jokers. You guys don't watch this show?
I do, but not as much as I should know.
Just make basketball.
But I'm going to go Team SmackDown.
So fucking
Team
random.
SmackDown.
Team SmackDown with the steal because Team Raw will win the men's side. Because that's how they are. If one group has to win, then the other group has to win. That's where my mindset is at.
I lost my train of thought now.
Nikolai Volkov.
I
was thinking about
Crane just make basketball.
Nikolai Volkov.
Basketball.
What the hell are we talking about? Everything's all over the fucking place tonight. Chuck, what the fuck? I'm just kidding. What the fuck was I going to go with here?
Team SmackDown.
Asuka.
She's Japanese.
She's going to get DQ'd. Oh, taken out before the match. Remember that horrible December to Dismember?
Yes.
And
yes.
What was it? Sabu got taken out in the beginning of the
before
show.
it even started.
So he wasn't even in the elimination
replaced
chamber.
With Test.
Or
Hardcore Holly. One of the two of them.
If I had my beer, was still full, I poured out for Test. I like Test. I thought Test was great.
Oh, don't bring that name up.
I was a fan.
I call him Quiz.
Chuckle.
Anyway.
So Fred, prediction?
I knew Craig would really like that joke because of the amount of laughter he's like. When he doesn't laugh, I know he loves the joke. So like,
yeah, I find the funniest jokes.
Right? I mean, that's
I keep to myself, just like Chuck.
And then like later at night, he just like puts a pillow over his face. He's like, that's what he does.
I definitely put a pillow over my face.
So I got the Blue Brand winning the women's match on Survivor Series, and I think it's going to be a good match. Listen, just because they're star-studded on the other side, I think the underdog is going to win for the women, and I have a good feeling that this is going to be Carmella's time to shine. She's missed Money in the Bank. She's got a lot to prove. They want to start to build her up, and I feel like if you notice that every Money in the Bank winner gets booked the same way. Look like shit, win by the skin of your teeth, cash in your Money in the Bank, and then just survive with the title.
It's the Seth Rollins model. Made him look like shit at WrestleMania, lost to Randy Orton to open the show, took that RKO out of what was his finish move? The curb stomp back in the day. Remember that was a really fucking cool finish. Yeah. Everyone's like, I can't believe fucking Seth Rollins jobbed him, and then by the end of the night he was champion. It was awesome.
Makes no sense.
Rob Hawes is saying this is actually pretty cool that the 5th member of the SmackDown team would be James Ellsworth.
Oh my god!
And that this whole release was a swerve, which would be incredible considering he was the first women's Money in the Bank winner, a male named James Ellsworth.
I'm going to take his thought a step further, and since Tyler Breeze has been dressed up in drag for like the last 3 months, how about Tyler Breeze dresses up as a woman and just being the 5th?
I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that.
I'm down with that too.
I do not mind that. I mean, that scenario is okay with me, Craig. Okay. Totally okay with that.
I don't know if he said my name at the end of that.
No, I mean, Tyler Breeze and drag. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
So if that's what it needs, if that's what needs to happen, that's what happens.
Charlie, do you see what I have to go through here?
No. It looks like Fred's just having a good time. Yeah.
I'm having a good time, people.
So in conclusion, I think what the roundabout is 2 Raw to 1 SmackDown. Is that how that's going to work?
Fred, so what's your pick? Did you give a pick?
I didn't even give a pick.
I'm going to get a beer while Fred makes his pick.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be Team Raw. I mean, Asuka's going to be. I think it's going to be 2 people, probably.
Yeah,
Asuka and.
I like Chuck's idea of if they do get Asuka out of this match by some kind of shenanigans, whether it's a pre-match beatdown or some kind of DQ that she doesn't break the 5 count or something.
Her passport was stuck in.
Then SmackDown will win. But I'm going under the assumption that she is not going to get eliminated through those means, and that she'll probably be the sole survivor for Raw, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know.
They'll find some dumb way to spin it and be like, oh, she was never pinned in singles competition.
Right. Well, they can keep that going if they go through your scenario, too. So that's a good point, but I just think the Raw team is just so much more stacked than the SmackDown team, too. SmackDown team sucks. They really just got Becky Lynch at this point, and Naomi, I guess.
Missed Money in the Bank, and a surprise member who we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
Harvey Whipple.
It could be fucking Undertaker.
It could be Alondra Blaze for all we know.
Oh my god, I would pop so hard. In my pants.
Trish Stratus later. Where's Survivor Series this year anyway? What country are they in?
Houston, Texas.
The country of Texas.
Oh, they're gonna get Deborah.
She knows how to get a beat down for sure.
Listen, puppy love is always there, man.
Yeah, she's lived on the Broken Skull Ranch, so she knows what a beatdown takes like.
That's amazing. That's so bad. We
nice.
do not condone beatings of any kind.
Well, some beatings. I mean, the self-beating is okay.
God damn it.
All right, let's move to the next match.
Chuck's got this right already.
Why? What'd I do? Why?
No, it's
that
fine,
point, we'll go to match number 2 of the night.
This is your first show here, and you're already taking it over.
Oh, I'm not taking it over.
NXT style.
I would like to go BWO and just be my Stevie Richards and say, we're taking over.
We're taking over. I don't know. What match do you want to... Let's talk about this match here at the bottom, because who gives a fuck about this one?
Corbin.
We got the United States Champion taking on the Intercontinental Champion. The Miz taking on Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin just successfully defended the title against Sin Cara this past week on SmackDown. It was one of the very few people who didn't drop their title right before Survivor Series.
That hard match against Sin Cara before SmackDown.
I know, it's hard to have, these feuds on Raw and SmackDown, against each other because they don't really interact with each other inside the ring. But I love this feud just because of everything The Miz has said on social media. He is so fucking good on the mic, man. He's so good.
I'm going to reciprocate that and say Baron Corbin has been equally as good,
You're right,
if
you're
not
right.
better.
He has been good.
Because I remember he was walking to the ring at a house show.
Yes.
And he spit shit in the face of the Miz, like, "Oh, Miz, you didn't get my last promo?
So
Oh, you didn't want to
exclusive.
respond?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to send you home back to hang out with your pregnant wife after I'm done kicking your ass." And I'm going to say this right now, putting it out on a limb here, Baron Corbin's going to take that match. Just for the mere fact he's younger. They're trying to build him up to be this next big thing. The Miz is true that he might be out because his wife is going to be giving birth soon to his new baby girl, right?
Baby girl, yeah.
Baby girl, and he's just going to be...
Baby girl!
And, listen, he's too busy doing the Challenge Real World reunions that he's too busy to worry about Survivor Series right now. I've been watching the Challenge, and he's the host of, the reunion show. He's got a match Survivor Series coming up with Baron Corbin, who's a legit contender.
That's not a bad idea.
It's pretty amazing that, for me anyway, that this feud has really centered around Twitter and social media. They actually, out of all of them,
Look, even my iPads are set up for Raw vs. SmackDown.
Right. Oh, that's actually... Yeah, we have a... Wow.
For
all this time, we didn't even know that.
I just realized all the people watching don't know what the colors of the iPads are.
They're green and yellow.
One is blue. One is red.
I got it. Yes. So fucking cool.
If anybody out there watching the show has a "Do It Till You're Raw" shirt from back in 05, can I please get that? I'll buy it. I want
How
that
about
shirt.
the counter shirt? Put a little SmackDown on it.
I like that one too, and then I like the "Get the F Out" shirt.
That shirt, I feel like didn't hang around long enough.
It should have been there for at least 7 years,
right?
With different type of designs and colors and weird shit like that.
I feel like they dropped that almost immediately because that was like a cool slogan, like "Get the F out." See, that's how you do this.
That's
properly.
a slogan, right?
And then it was gone within a month.
What's that other shirt that Sin
that?
Cara had that looked like a penis or had a phallic joke to it? Something like that.
I have
I would
no
definitely
idea.
wear a penis-sized Sin Cara shirt for sure. I would totally if anyone has that, that's hilarious.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's not. It's like a bicep actually. It's like a bicep. It's like a thing there. I mean, whatever. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that these two are the only people that haven't squared off in any sense of the word. Unlike Shield or New Day or whatever, and they probably had one of the better feuds of going into this show, I think.
Yeah.
And they haven't faced
pretty
each other
much.
one-on-one, face-to-face. It's all been social media.
Yeah, and all the other matches have changed because people have been changing titles have been changing hands. The women's title, the WWE title. So it's this is the only match that's been set for a while that's actually got some build, and albeit it's all from social media, but I'll fucking take it. It's been good.
And Corbin's had the personality of a dead moth for about the last 6 months.
A dead moth.
And he's actually finally
moist
woke. And I
moth.
feel like it took The Miz to wake him up. He had that feud with Shinsuke Baron Corbin, which was all right.
It was okay.
But it was basically the same thing as his other feuds. Just, I'll come in, I'll beat you up, be a dick, and I'll try to beat you. This time, it's actually him just being a dick.
As far as predictions go, Chuck, you went with Baron, right?
I think Baron's going to be the guy to take it just because he's the young and up-and-coming guy. He's the lone wolf.
I find this one hard to call. And usually what I do in this situation is I go with the funky finish. So I'm going to go with...
Especially with a Miz match, I feel
right, they're both heel. They're both heels.
You always have the Miz-tourage in essence.
I'm going to go with Baron Corbin is going to get frustrated somehow, and he's going to walk out on the match and get counted out, and it's going to be The Miz who wins. I'm going with The Miz winning somehow. I don't know how, but I feel like it's going to be some kind of bullshit finish where maybe Baron Corbin gets DQ'd, or he walks out on the match because he does that thing he does during the intro all the time. He just goes, fuck this. That's my call.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this now. Now you guys are talking about it all, and really, The Miz and Baron Corbin, they really can't stand to be pinned 1, 2, 3.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like it would really hurt both of these people. At this
Right.
point.
That's the other thing.
I can't see The Miz pinning Baron
I
Corbin.
see that.
Yeah.
And I can't see Baron Corbin pinning The Miz straight too. So yeah. Oh, man, I don't even know where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna say The Miz with some kind of DQ or count out, just because I'm gonna go against you guys.
because this company doesn't give a shit, Baron Corbin's going to win. Miz is going to go home. He's going to go hang out with his wife. See, he already has the street cred, former world champion. I think he's running for longest reigning Intercontinental champion right now.
Of all time!
He's going for that day record, which, by the way, that everyone hypes up these belt records like they're a fucking great thing.
Oh my god, dude, we've talked about that so much in this fucking show.
Shut the fuck up already.
Shut the fuck up already.
They just break every fucking record every year.
Cares?
Nikki Bella was the longest reigning Divas champion. Cause the Divas title was around for fucking 8 years, so it's very easy to be the longest reigning.
Who gives a shit?
Fucking the New Day were the longest reigning tag team champions for no fucking reason. Dean Ambrose was the longest reigning United States champion in the WWE's version of the United States.
Although it was
title.
hilarious that Kevin Owens would always say he was the longest reigning Universal champion because he was the only.
He said it from day 2.
One.
He said it from day 2.
Yeah, that was great though.
Day 2 is H.
It made sense because that was his character, that was his gimmick.
Yeah,
was his angle.
exactly.
Yeah, it was great.
And I love what they put him with Jericho, but I just hated how he never got a win on his own. And I still feel that way to this day. That he comes in, he beats John Cena. You're the shit. You're the cat's pajamas. You're beating everybody. And then you have to depend on Chris Jericho to back you up in every match and then lose in a minute to fucking Bill Goldberg, who shouldn't have even come back to begin with. God, fucking hate you and your goddamn money-making schemes. Oh, let's bring in Bill Goldberg, who hasn't wrestled since fucking 2004.
I feel like
I feel
Furious
God
recapping the WWP like a year of worth of frustration in like 20 seconds.
I feel like this is like a end of the year recap show where Charlie has listened to all 67 prior episodes of WWE and is encapsulating it all in one fucking episode.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Dude, seriously, I was at SummerSlam when they made the announcement they're going to have a Fatal 4-Way when Balor dropped the belt, and I was like, oh, shit, this is going to be awesome. We're going to do it next week. What? Who gives a shit? Nobody cares? You're at the Barclays Center. Do it, during SummerSlam weekend. Who gives a shit? No, we're going to do it in, Toledo, Texas, where nobody gives a shit.
Chuck would fit right in.
Chuck fits right in here in the WWP.
Facebook comment of the week goes to Jan Michael for saying black cock. Don't know what it means.
Jan always brings.
Don't care what it means. It's just funny.
Jan always brings the dong.
I see Rob made a comment about Harley Race, greatest world champion of all time, besides Ric Flair in the WWF. I'm going to say Bruno Sammartino. He's got a collections right now on the network, guys. I'm a vintage guy. I love watching the old school wrestling. Watch Bruno matches. That guy was a hairy son of a bitch. He used to fuck you up. Those matches back in the 70s and 80s, that was wrestling, not entertainment. Those guys used to beat the shit out of each other. If you look at the ropes had so much give. You couldn't even go on the top ropes back then.
Imagine AJ Styles versus Bruno Sammartino. Bruno, I'm going to come for you, son.
But the difference between those guys
I'm a Famos boy.
But see, the difference between those guys then and now are...
Ain't
those
nobody
guys
man enough to feel the pain.
Those guys used to beat the shit out of each other.
They don't want none.
Those guys used to beat... They used to give those people... such a good show when you used to go see Bruno or I went to see Hulk Hogan vs. Bad News Brown back when I was 7 years old, and that shit was insane. And that was
he was one bad...
Right? He's in jail now,
person.
probably. Who gives a shit? But it's just fucking insane.
I think he died, actually.
Is he dead? Did he die in jail?
That's how most...
Got locked up by the boss man.
That's how most of the 80s wrestlers go.
Speaking of 80s wrestlers, you know how racist primetime wrestling was back in the day? Go back and watch primetime wrestling and listen to Gorilla Monsoon talk about everybody. That was he's comment of the best quote that he made, though, was, Slick totally met Bossman in prison, right? Bossman was his guard? That was Slick. Yeah.
That was awesome,
God.
dude.
All right.
This new shit's garbage, bro. Watch back in the day when Piper's Pit used to just fucking nuts.
This is what we gotta do. We gotta bring in Chuck, and we gotta do, we just gotta talk about old school wrestling one day.
Right. Just, totally riff
when we don't have a fucking pay-per-view to preview, but yeah.
And when we have 3 mics.
I'm already feeling, we're 25 minutes into the show. I'm already feeling Chuck here. I'm feeling him. So he's coming back. Definitely coming back here.
I feel so good about that. Thank you.
Right?
I feel good about it.
I think
guys
Fred, did you give
awesome.
a prediction for that? I don't believe you did.
I said The Miz just because
I liked it. I like this Josh Lee Vaughn guy with the Von Erichs and the Freebirds. This guy knows what's up. Those tag teams had some great battles back in their day, and yeah, man, for sure, I agree.
Cool.
I had to. I gotta give man props. I gotta give you props. That was amazing. Great comment. Fucking Freebirds. Michael P.S. Hayes.
Chuck is doing what we don't do, and that is actually acknowledging the people watching us live on Periscope and Facebook Live.
And talking about good things.
Right. But let's...
We don't speak Spanish, bro.
Hola, I don't know how to say. China was hot.
Yeah, for a dude.
China was hot for sure. Then like
keyword was.
No,
right, like the country is hot.
dead.
Like are they in summer right now?
No, China was really hot. Like especially like pre-surgery. Woo, like I think they ruined her after that for sure. Like
all right, let's get back on topic.
Yeah,
Survivor
God
Series.
damn it, Fred.
You're telling me to get back on track.
Let's get back on track. All right, China's dead.
So we have the Raw Women's Champion versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss taking on the newly crowned Charlotte Flair. Charlotte just won the title this past week on SmackDown. Had a great emotional comment. I lost my train of thought.
I have
promo right after the match, and Ric Flair came out to the ring. It was a very nice moment. You know, we had the Ric Flair documentary that came out on ESPN lately. So I'm just gonna throw this out there right now. Charlotte's winning this one. I'm just saying that. There's no feud here because she just won the title.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much
into it.
It's been Natalya for a while.
It's Charlotte, right?
The 30 for 30.
I love Alexa, don't get me wrong.
Come
I love her.
on.
She's one of the best female workers they have in the company right now, especially character-wise. But, for the most part, Charlotte just won the title. She's got the book with Ric Flair, the 30 for 30 ESPN documentary. They want to fucking promote the shit out of that. She's got to win this. Chuck's not gonna agree.
The winner of this match will be Carmella, as she'll be cashing in her women's Money in the Bank.
We say this every fucking month.
But
We've said this every
I'm
month.
only going to say this for one reason, and I will tell you my reason right now.
What's that?
Carmella will cash in Money in the Bank against Charlotte, who will then lose the title and win it back at Starrcade.
Starrcade?
Listen, you think I'm kidding about this?
Starrcade is next week.
You're so too old school right now.
Starrcade is a pay-per-view that the WWE brought back because they're making no money anywhere else, so they're trying to revisit the past. That's why they're bringing back War Games to NXT, which I've been fucking pleading with Triple H to bring back for a goddamn year.
I will
and that
say
motherfucker better give me credit because I tweet him every day for a year.
I will
bring
say
back
this.
War Games.
He is not
That's
lying.
sad.
Chuck Fury has literally been tweeting Triple H for a year straight to bring back War Games.
I say a lot.
And he did say, I remember the tweet because I retweeted it from our Wretched Wrestling account saying, like, you might as well do it in NXT because WWE would fucking ruin it. And they did it. So I'm convinced that Chuck Fury is he's the matchmaker here.
Fucking sanity, and he's gonna fucking. I love sanity. I love NXT. Don't watch Raw or SmackDown. Watch NXT. It's so much better.
I say a lot of sad things on that show, but you tweeting Triple H every day to bring back War Games has to be the saddest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I appreciate it. I have
at least it worked, I guess. I'll give you that.
Listen, I'm on the toilet taking a shit. I got an extra 2 minutes. What am I gonna do? Not tweet Triple H about War Games. I mean, that was probably like the most revolutionary match besides the Royal Rumble. You think of the legends that stepped foot in a War Games
yes,
match.
we got, of course, but like, it's just funny that that's how you spend your toilet time.
I'm jerk off, dude. Like,
it stinks.
You should tweet Triple H like, dude, every time you
jerking it right now.
Every time I take a shit, I'm thinking of you, tweeting you as my poop.
Every time my pants are off, I think of you.
Product is shit anyway, so it makes sense.
Good point.
That's true. That's very true. So I'll go with
Carmella cashing in Money in the Bank.
Does she cash in before the match ends or after the match ends?
No, she's going to cash in while the match is still going on.
Okay.
And it's going to be like
I
one of
guess
those...
she could. Could she go for any title, though? Could she go for the Raw Women's Championship? Hypothetically.
They
never really said.
They never really specified, but when Baron Corbin was the men's Money in the Bank winner, they really drove home the fact that he could only cash in on the WWE Championship and not the Universal title. So I'm thinking that it's exclusive to the SmackDown brand, but at the same time, you know how WWE bends the rules for fucking bullshit like that.
Like you can't.
Would she go to Raw though? Like, would she? There's so many better people.
Nah,
if Asuka's gonna be on Raw,
like
it's not worth it.
She won't. I think she's gonna cash in the SmackDown Women's Money in the Bank. She's gonna.
I hope so.
Hey, listen, she just dropped Ellsworth, so that's done.
Right,
because he's gone. So basically, it's her thing to cash in right now.
I only want to agree with you only because I literally have been saying for the last 3 months, every pay-per-view going into it, I'm like, oh, Carmella's cashing in this time. And this is the first time I'm saying it's not happening. So that obviously means it is happening.
That's true.
But I'm going to still go with Carmella's going to win the match beforehand. Charlotte's going to win the match beforehand, then Carmella cashes in.
See, that makes it, the Carmella cash-in makes sense. Just because they would love to have Charlotte win the title in front of her dad at an event that he helped build back in the 80s.
There's that too.
That's true. Yeah.
Fred, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going. I don't know about the Carmella thing, but I am going with Charlie for sure.
Anyone want beer?
I'll take
another one.
Damn, we're going through this 12-pack like a motherfucker right now.
Like a moth.
So let's go into the next match. What do we want to talk about?
Well,
let's go with the. I was going to actually say that one. The Raw Tag Team Champions are facing the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. 2 weeks ago, the Cesaro and Sheamus beat Rollins and Dean Ambrose thanks to the New Day's interference, or whatever the fuck it was. And they're facing the Jimmy and Jey Uso. And
they're on that day one-ish still.
Right, exactly. And like I said, me and Craig have been in the closet for a long time as far as loving the Usos.
No, never was in the closet.
And now that we're out of the closet for sure.
Nope. Fred's the only one out of the closet.
Especially like for our love for the Uso brothers.
Now you're in the closet too. You gotta come out the closet. Oh my god.
I'm just glad that we're out of the closet about them and stuff. So, you know.
Why do you keep using that? That's not even a phrase. That's not a normal phrase that any human being
No one ever says that?
No.
Like, I want to bang meat tonight? Like, that's not like a...
Where did that even come from?
No, I'm like trying... Greg, you know...
Do you want me to hold the microphone?
No, but the thing is, like...
No, I guess he might ask you to hold something else.
No, Charlie, like, I've discovered, like, over the last couple of weeks that, like, you know, I don't really know how to have sex. I thought it was having sex with a belly button, but...
I thought you wrote a book.
But I found out that it's supposed to go in another way, and now I don't know where even babies come from anymore. So,
all right, so the match: Usos versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
Chuck is just like me. He just goes right through everything Fred says.
Let me think about some things first, and then Chuck can take over.
All right, so we got the Usos against Sheamus and Cesaro, aka The Bar. Which I think is a great tag team
me too.
name, and I love their gimmick of how they come out to both theme songs and they're both wearing kilts and shit.
I gotta give WWE credit. They are terrible, and this is like totally a random thing I'm about to say. They are terrible at making merchandise. I will say that. How many t-shirts do they pump out in a week? Probably like 3 new shirts every week for somebody else. So in a month, you have 20 new shirts for every fucking superstar, right? The Bar is literally the only current shirt that they are selling right now on WWE.com that's fucking awesome. That is like the one of the very few.
I want the fucking jacket.
Yeah, it's a beast jacket.
The jacket is cool.
I want the jacket. I mean, the shirt's awesome, but I want the fucking jacket.
If you want to start talking about jackets, me and Charlie wanted Team Angle fucking jackets back in the fucking day.
The
jumpsuit. Those were I would have spent like $1,000.
I would have paid
that shit was
minimum $300 in that, no matter what.
I would not have mind dressing up in blackface to be to face Shelton Benjamin for you guys.
Why would you do that?
I totally would have sacrificed it.
He's the gold standard, not blackface.
And then I would like maybe hire like some person to be Big Mama, but like I don't know.
Should I keep the microphone the rest of the show?
Yeah, you should do that.
But I mean,
Fred, the FCC is calling. Oh, wait a minute! I just hold on. Yeah, we just got a message from 6 protesting groups that are pissed about your comment.
What'd I say?
All right, so back to the tag match.
Yeah, that tag match. So
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Most tag matches steal the show.
I was kind of. I don't want to like. I don't want to go off too long on the Shield, but like I really kind of like the matchup of the Shield versus the Usos a lot better. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins when they were the champs, like when that was the preliminary match. But like I thought that was gonna be like a really good match. Like I thought like the Shield was gonna win, obviously. But I felt like they were going to give the Usos like a really good showing, and like then they would have like this great moment after the match where like the two teams would stare down, the Usos would shake their hand, get like a standing ovation, be this really cool moment, and then they changed it around, and now it's like another heel versus heel match, much like Corbin versus The Miz, and like now I'm like, I don't really even fucking... I like both teams, don't get me wrong, but like this is like a weird matchup to me. I don't know. Sorry, that's just my thought.
Would you think that... See, I look at the card, and I could see a run-in by everyone to come in and just ruin it. Like, in my head, I could see the Revival coming back and just taking over the tag team division.
That'd be awesome.
But they're not, because what's his name still...
I think we're giving people a little too much credit here.
Who?
I think we're giving the WWE a little too much credit with this shit. You know, it's a weird matchup.
It is weird, right?
It's a weird matchup. I love Cesaro and Sheamus.
It's a top heel team on both shows facing each other. That's very strange.
You figured the other tag team match, or the 3-on-3 match, I guess. Shield's definitely going to beat New Day. I don't even know how much we really want to go into that one.
Yeah, there's no point in even going into
that.
That one's the easiest match to call.
I feel like the Usos might pull up a surprise victory here, and I think that would be really good
that's
for the
where I was
going.
I think SmackDown's going to be a little... I think SmackDown's going to take a lot of losses tonight, but this is the one match where they're definitely going to win. This is like... I like Cesaro and Sheamus. I love the bar. Don't get me wrong, but this match goes to the Usos. The Usos have been fucking owning it in the ring lately, especially their series of matches with the New Day. I mean, those kill moves that they were doing. The
Hell in a Cell match.
The Hell in a Cell match was fucking
so
underrated. It was so underrated.
I'll step in here and I'll go with
the other team.
No, I'm not trying to be that guy.
I know.
But you are that guy.
I feel like
it makes sense.
You have two former United States champions.
We're all trying to spin it around and we're making opposite picks.
You have two former United States champions with Sheamus and Cesaro. Cesaro's been a tag team champion his entire career, I feel like, in the company.
Pretty much.
With Tyson Kidd and now with Sheamus. He is the best guy in that company.
He really is.
That can
good.
Go. And they just find ways to just keep him down. But I will say that Best of 7 series that brought those two guys together was amazing.
Oh, of course.
I feel like this is their match to win. Usos have been there. They're established. They've done what they've had to do in the tag team division. For the Bar to really take that next step as a tag team, they've already beaten the Shield. They're about to beat the Usos. They're going to give Sheamus and Cesaro, who, by the way, Sheamus is a former, multi-time world champion.
Yes, he is.
So, my money's on Sheamus and Cesaro. Those two guys are built like brick houses, and if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it all, those two guys win it, and they're going to shut down the high-flying, powered offense of the Usos. That, their shtick is getting old too to me. Yeah, they got that day one-ish, but to me, I think it's all about Sheamus and Cesaro. They've been building these two guys up for the last 7 months. You just can't shoot them down right now against the Usos. So I think they're going to be the ones to walk away with the W here.
Yeah, at the same time, though, like they've kind of traded wins with the Shield, and they were trading wins with the Hardy Boys before that.
Just say everyone trades wins now, because wins don't matter.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the titles at least. The titles have been changing hands, like here and there. Like they make Cesaro and Sheamus look good, they make them look bad, they make them look okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going with the Usos. Fred, you had the Usos as well, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset on this one. I love Sheamus and Cesaro. Trust me, they're Cesaro's amazing.
It also makes sense that Chuck is going with opposite picks with us, because if you got to go with a foundation that Raw's got to win a couple, SmackDown's got to win a couple, kind of make it pretty fairly even odds here. And so far, me and Fred have, for the most part, picked mostly Raw, so it makes sense that we're both picking SmackDown. Charlie so far has picked mostly SmackDown, so it makes sense that he's going Raw. So I get it. I get the direction that we're all going
and both teams can easily win for
I could
the
see either
reasons
way.
that we've said.
I'm not saying
everything's valid points for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying with extreme certainty that they're winning. I'm just that's just my thought.
Can somebody please call Tito Santana here so I can understand what this guy is writing in Spanish? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Can I block him? I can block him.
I don't know what he's saying.
I'm not even paying any attention. I'm not even paying attention to Periscope.
Sir, I'm not being rude to you. I'm just having fun. Just keep typing. Have a good time.
We're trying to make
Pedro Morales is at the door right now. Hold on 1 second.
No hablo español.
I actually do know where Tito Santana lives, and he's actually
this is a true story.
He's actually a middle school Spanish teacher in New Jersey.
I wish he was my fucking teacher. I would just go arriba every time I saw him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I would fail Spanish on purpose just to take his class again.
Son of a bitch, that's amazing.
My ex-girlfriend's father took me on a Tito Santana tour, basically, because he knew I loved wrestling so much. So he lived in the fucking town they lived in. showed me the middle school, showed me Tino Sotano's house, which isn't really like a mansion or anything, but it's a nice property over there. And
It's been a while.
Yeah,
He's a former Intercontinental Champion. You dropped the belt to Macho Man. It's fucking insane.
a fucking matador, dude. So it's a true story. I do know where he lives. I could stalk him if I want. And I might.
We briefly talked about the Shield taking on the New Day. I don't even really want to give too much into it.
Let's not talk about this.
Can I throw my 2 cents after Craig?
Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
The whole feud has really started in the last 2 weeks when the New Day invaded Raw, cost the Shield the tag titles to Sheamus and Cesaro. This past week on Raw, the Shield, on SmackDown, the Shield interfered and they invaded SmackDown, took out the New Day during their main event against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and basically then the rest of the Raw roster invaded SmackDown under siege. So, the Shield is the biggest thing in WWE right now, bar none. This is a huge moneymaker. It makes 0 sense for them to lose their first pay-per-view match. But the three of them, I'm not counting the Kurt Angle run-in last month.
Fuck the Shield. Yes. Fuck the Shield.
There we go.
Listen, I am...
All about it. Fuck the Shield. Worst reunion in history. We're not making any money, guys, so let's put the Shield back together.
Wait.
What?
I'm not
lying.
No. I'm not...
You suck.
I'm not advocating that the Shield are the best thing going in wrestling. I'm not saying
you're not Paul Heyman in it.
I am not Paul Heyman in it. I'm just saying
you're crying.
From a booking standpoint. From a booking standpoint, the Shield is Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. They just got back together. Of course they're going to win this match.
Wait, do you mean Dean Ambrose or do you mean Dean Ambrose?
From Cincinnati! That's our impression of Dean Ambrose.
When he gets very excited. We only know how to do Dean Ambrose when he's excited.
Yeah, we can't do
What's up, Cincinnati?
We can't do goofy.
To what that guy said about the Smarks wanting to hate Roman when he's not with the Shield. If you guys noticed when they came out on SmackDown and all three of them jumped over the guardrail and Reigns came out last, he got booed when he hopped the guardrail. Like everyone still hates him. Like, listen, those three guys were
to an extent. It is working. The Shield
not
is getting
what they want, though.
Yeah,
not what they want. But
the Shield as a whole, though, is getting good reactions every week.
I'm gonna put this out there right now. The Shield's gonna win this match for obvious reasons. You have three guys in that group that were world champions.
It's the most obvious match, dude.
Yeah,
they were the world champions in the same night.
Fred, did you make this our tiebreaker? Because this has to be the tiebreaker.
This is the tiebreaker for the Josh and Stu podcast.
We're in the finals for this podcast prediction show on the what is it called, the Josh and Stu?
The Josh and Stu podcast.
Yeah, we've done it. How many pay-per-views in a row now? Is it 3 or 4?
4, I think.
So there was it started off with 40 teams or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And now we're down to 10. So we're in the finals. This is the finals. I don't know why the finals and the Survivor Series is fucking stupid, if you ask me. Josh and Stu.
I saw one of your Periscope.
Fuck you, Josh.
I saw one of your Periscope viewers mention in a comment that they think that KO and Sami Zayn will cost the New Day in the match.
Nah, I disagree.
I disagree with you but I think they will be interfering in some capacity, but it will be to screw over Team SmackDown and Shane McMahon, since their whole mantra over the past few weeks has been SmackDown's keeping us down. Shane McMahon has promised us opportunity after opportunity. Meanwhile, they've just been fed bullshit. Owens got cost the U.S. title by Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I mean, and if
it makes sense that Shane O'Mac is going to be the one that's probably going to get fucked over.
And
you
go back to SmackDown this past week. It was the main event was New Day versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and the Shield came out, and it looked like all 4 members of both teams were going to all right, we're going to put this aside. We're going to take on these Raw guys who are invading our show, and then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn bolted. They bolted.
Right, that's what I thought they were going to do, and that's
exactly what I thought they would do, and that's exactly what they should do.
I mean, I don't know about you guys.
There's no way they're getting involved.
But I think the coolest shirt in the WWE right now is the split
the
Raw,
the Frankenstein shirt,
fucking Jekyll and Hyde Raw Shield.
The one that says Riled.
Yeah,
Riled.
I will say the Raw shirts were pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Not the fucking half Shield, half Raw shirt. Did you see that?
I did see it.
It's fucking gay.
That's a Rollins thing, by the way, guys.
That's a really cool mesh that they showed. Oh, we have our loyalties to Team Raw, but we're still the Hounds of Justice,
dude.
Because we're the Shield, but we're mercenaries hired by Raw.
They should have. Here's what they should have done.
dumb.
This is what they should have done.
Dumb.
They should have just made a red Shield shirt.
Yeah, actually, that would have been cool.
There you go. There's a solution.
Red vests.
I hate Rusev. Oh, thanks for the
It's
completely
Rusev Day!
It's Rusev
Did
Day!
Rusev make the card?
No, Rusev did not.
Oh, come on.
It's because he's not Pretty Boy Rusev anymore and he cut his hair.
Well,
I love the handsome Rusev.
Survivor Series is 4
He was
hours
dashing.
long, so
Give me
there
5
is rumors
minutes.
there's going to be another pre-show match. So I'm sure Rusev might be one of them.
Throw back out there with the Shield and against the New Day. I'm going to say that the Shield. We're all united with the Shield here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Why'd I do that?
you did it,
Sigma. Alpha. I can't do the fucking name.
Sigma,
What's the...
Sierra,
Sierra Hotel. Indica.
India,
Indica. Sativa
Echo,
Hotel.
Lima,
Indica.
Delta.
Emancipation Proclamation. The Shield.
All right, guys. We got 2 matches left here on the card.
Let's get to it.
I think we should save the. Let's do the Brock Lesnar AJ Styles match next because honestly,
That's another...
I don't give a fuck about this match. I hate to say it, guys, but I don't care. Dude, I love that AJ Styles won a championship. I'm so fucking happy. But here we are. He is going to job to Brock Lesnar now.
Right.
This is happening. AJ is not beating him. AJ Styles didn't beat Finn Balor as a replacement at fucking the last pay-per-view. And now he's the champion. Fine. Great. Awesome. I'm so happy Jinder Mahal is not involved. Jinder Mahal is going to get involved, though, in this match, and I think that's how they protect AJ Styles in this match.
Really?
I want to say Brock Lesnar will just kick his ass, because
That's
that's what they
interesting.
do. But I ultimately think Jinder Mahal, he's not on the card. He was the champion a week ago. They still want to have a big thing. They're going back to India next month. They need to have this guy involved somehow. I feel like he's going to... Maybe he doesn't even hit... Maybe his music just hits. Maybe he just comes to the ring. All it takes is a little distraction for AJ.
I'm stealing it from the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. That'd be funny.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's just another...
If I may,
Go for it.
I think you have what you're saying to be
I
right,
shouldn't even said that.
but I see the reverse happening.
Right.
Who's Lesnar's next opponent going forward?
Finn Balor at Royal Rumble. That's the rumored match.
Oh, okay, so why not his fellow Bullet Club friend, ally? They basically fucked each other in the ring last month at the pay-per-view because he had to step in for...
This is what happens when I hang out with Charlie. Charlie gets, like, really high into the... well, not really high, but, like, he gets really into the... I mean, he does, but not right now. But, like, he gets into these, like, conspiracy theories of, like, these, like, cool storylines that's going to work out. This is not a bad thing about you. I love this about you. But I start believing you when you start talking about, yeah, that would be fucking awesome! And I get all hyped for a pay-per-view, and then never fucking
It
happens.
never works out.
It makes sense to have the future... Listen, we all know Ginger is going to fight... I call him Ginger Mahal.
Fred?
We all have a figure... Fred. We have a figure that Ginger Mahal is going to fight AJ
I am the
in
Maharaja.
India. And the Maharaja is going to get his title back in India because that makes the most sense to make money for people in India. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty at Survivor Series, Houston, Texas... Center of of where the Yankees lost in Game 7.
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, it pissed me off too, but they're still underwater. And Brock Lesnar, I heard they had to use boats for their parade. And then Brock
What parade? They have no people. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Brock Lesnar
Boat parade.
will lose
Wow, we're 51 minutes.
to AJ Styles. Calling it right
All right.
fucking now. Brock Lesnar
would love it.
will lose to
I love
AJ
it.
because Finn Balor... You have to give a reason for Lesnar to fucking get mad and get his next opponent. I think Lesnar loses. I'm sorry, Lesnar's going to lose.
Charlie,
I love
Charlie,
you,
my friend. We've been doing this for a long time.
About 67 episodes long.
No. But even still, we've believed on many levels that this Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar
Yeah, that's the thing. It always comes down
WrestleMania
to.
match wouldn't happen. Brock Lesnar would face Braun Strowman. Roman Reigns would face Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. Finn Balor, possibly. But it always was proved wrong. We have been defeated Our souls have been crushed, Charlie. I'm sorry, but you're the fucking Alex Jones of this show. Fucking conspiracy theory. We're the MSM of this group. We're going with Brock Lesnar. Fuck you.
If I may say, if I were the booker for what was to come in the near future,
yes,
personally,
we would do a lot of things
personally. What
I go with pretty much everything you've said so far tonight.
I would let it run the course. Listen, they want to let it run the course.
We're not going with predictions from the heart. We're going from predictions from the head.
So do you want my opinion?
And
I
the
think
dick.
The best way to do this. The best way to do this is something that I wish that you and I saw back in the year of 2002. Hasn't happened since.
Katie Vick.
It was the Rock.
wait.
It was the Rock versus Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
You want to make fucking money for WrestleMania? You don't put Roman Reigns in the main event for the 4th fucking year in a row. You put...
It's happening.
Dude, it's happening.
Listen,
it's happening.
listen.
We talked about this.
We love your passion.
We are
It's
there
not
with you. We're right there.
It's happening.
We're on the same page. But we have just accepted that we're getting
Please
raped.
watch our past episode. See your excitement decrease as the months go by. We've been since March being like, I'm sorry, Charlie. I don't mean to interrupt.
I listened to him on the fucking radio talking about how much he loves his fucking kids to spend time for 5 minutes to hang out with your kid so you don't feel like a shitty dad. You fucking suck.
Since March, we've heard about this fucking match. And each month, me and Craig would come up with all these crazy
Find a way
things.
to get out of it.
Roman Reigns is going to turn heel.
Yeah, he's going to turn heel.
And
He's already
heel. Happened. No, you know what we mean, though.
Yeah.
We mean like...
Booking standpoint.
Yeah. The real heel.
Not reaction.
You know. It's happening.
It's happening.
Whether we fucking like it or not,
It's happening.
I'll take Nakamura versus Styles at WrestleMania.
Yes, please.
I love you, Charlie, but it's Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar cannot lose. Brock Lesnar has to look invincible until he faces Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Just give Roman Reigns a cold. He might not make it to WrestleMania.
Right.
Guy's been missing like major shows. He almost missed like another Survivor Series because he got suspended. Like, guy's a drug addict. He got suspended for doing
ecstasy
and whatever drugs he was doing. They got him suspended for a month that he apologized for. Then the guy gets the mumps or meningitis or some shit like that.
Yep.
I was like, this guy's gonna miss the major pay-per-view, and that's why I think the Shield dropped the belts because Roman's gonna be okay, so now we can go back to original plan of the Shield versus the New Day.
Yeah.
Right.
Because nobody gives a shit either way what you do. You're gonna listen. We all know what the fucking deal's gonna be. The WWE's gonna make their fucking product. They're gonna do what they want. They're gonna force feed this bullshit down our throats, and we're gonna sit there and take it. And that is why for the last 3 months, I barely watch Raw or SmackDown. I just watch NXT because Triple H knows what the fuck he's doing, and Steve Corino with the production crew. Amen, bro. It's like watching ECW all over again, but without the blood and violence.
I love NXT so much,
And we're going to get into that shortly.
eventually.
But let's talk about the last show.
Yeah, you bitches have Lesnar. I got AJ. Let's go.
All right.
We haven't agreed on one thing except for the fucking
Shield. The
except
Shield.
for the Shield winning.
So here we go. Team Raw, the team of Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H taking on the Team SmackDown of Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena.
Can we break this down?
Let's break this down.
At a combined age of 500 fucking years old, with Braun Strowman being the youngest guy in this fucking roster on this team?
Crazy.
Bro.
I thought you meant like the average age of 500 being between.
Guys, do you know who the youngest team member on Team SmackDown is? You're not going to get it right.
No, I'm going to go with...
Oh, God, it's Randy Orton.
No, I can't say Nakamura. Shit.
It's Randy Orton.
It is Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
It's Randy
Yeah.
Orton.
Fucking Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is
John
the
Cena-
youngest member of Team SmackDown.
Wow.
It's a fucking joke. How... Dude, listen, I get it.
Shit.
It's like legends versus legends, but if you look at the lineup between Raw and SmackDown, it's a fucking squash match. Granted, John Cena is superhuman; he doesn't fucking lose matches.
Dude, it's Raw. Raw has
Damn it.
But look, even the Raw side, Braun Strowman is the youngest person. Even though Finn Balor and Samoa Joe are like top-notch superstars, they're in their mid-30s.
Late
almost,
30s.
Late 30s, I'm
Late
sorry.
30s. Just 38 years old.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're not that far behind Triple H in age, actually. I don't believe so, anyway.
I just gotta throw this out there. Just the fact that these guys are all old. And, like, you're gonna watch this match and be like, okay, how are they gonna book legitimately these people losing?
Now let's talk about what happened this past week on Raw, guys. Okay,
Let's recap. Yep.
So the match was announced. Cena was announced as of last week, right? We talked about that.
He was announced. Was he announced on social media?
He was announced. I think we talked.
And I
about
fucking called that, by the way. I called that.
Yeah, we did talk about it. We definitely.
I called that. I said that he would be back in 2 months after he lost to Roman Reigns in September. And he wasn't retired.
Right. We did talk about this.
I fucking called it.
Yeah, you did.
It's because he never gives up, guys.
Fred did call us.
He should fucking give up.
He doesn't give up.
As of last week, the last spot in the Raw team was given to Jason Jordan, and we were both saying, like, how the fuck did that happen? And then, of course, past week on Raw was a major development. Triple H, I'm sorry.
Stephanie McMahon ran down.
Who injured Jason Jordan?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, right.
To Jason
Bray Wyatt
Jordan.
came back.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt had lost to Jason Jordan, and as a result, Bray Wyatt attacked him after the match.
Took out his leg.
And
He took this away from me! Dad, please, I can wrestle with a broken freaking neck.
That segment between Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan was fucking dog shit. It was so fucking bad. You cannot tell me that Jason Jordan belongs in a fucking program of this magnitude with his mic skills that he has right now. He might be a very good fucking in-ring talent, but the fucking dude is not a believable character on television.
Guys, the fake at real Donald Trump joined. Welcome, Mr. Fake President. It's good to have you.
Oh, cool. Real at _ Donald _ Trump.
Just for you, buddy. Grab her in the pussy.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns the star.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, buddy.
Right in the pussy.
Right in the
fake news.
Grab her right in the tag.
CNN is a joke.
That's right. Fake news.
Should watch Fox News.
That's right.
It's the best.
China.
Al Franken likes himself, and doggone it, people like him. Because he's good enough and he's smart enough, and doggone it, people like him.
I got down it. People like him. I'm the only one of the three of you guys that is disappointed that Jason Jordan isn't in the match.
I am not.
I thought that this would be the match where he would have proved himself.
He didn't fit.
Valiantly.
He didn't fit.
Okay. Hold on. I didn't like the way he was just like, Kurt Angle's just like, you know what? Because you're my son, you're going to be in the match. I didn't like that aspect of it. I thought he should have. I should have thought he should have deserved it by like beating Bray Wyatt. That would have actually been a good idea to make him the fifth member. But I thought that maybe he could have won. Like he could have got over Rocky 1 style. Just fucking, maybe not be the last member of the match. Maybe the third. But just somebody who fucking.
You spelled Stephanie wrong.
I don't even know what's going on. I just thought that Jason Jordan, this was his chance to fucking prove himself, to really... I mean, look at the fucking... if he could have hold his own for a little bit, he could have been maybe the first or second person eliminated, but I thought that this would have been a good chance for him to fucking get some points.
Now, there are two major storylines to kind of go, as far as predictions go, to kind of keep in the back of your head. Now... On the Raw side, we have the fact that Triple H pedigreed Jason Jordan and announced himself as the fifth member of Team Raw, basically pedigreeing Kurt Angle's son right in front of him and creating that awkward moment, leading to an obvious down-the-road Triple H and Kurt Angle program. So that's that. You have that right there. So that's how you have the Raw side. Then on the SmackDown side, let us not forget, we talked about this a little bit before, we have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who are very disgruntled as being members of Team SmackDown, being members of the SmackDown brand, and Charlie alluded to this before, and me and Fred have alluded to this for the last couple weeks. We think that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are probably going to get involved in this match and somehow. And I'm going to go back to this past week on SmackDown. This was very, very subtle and very well done from WWE's perspective. The SmackDown opened with Shane McMahon rallying up the troops before the show. I don't know if you guys caught this.
No.
Okay, so he basically had he got the entire SmackDown roster, had a big pep talk before the show, kind of amping them all up, we're gonna be ready. Raw might be here tonight. We're gonna be ready for this tonight, guys. Kind of like a Braveheart speech.
Under siege.
Now, if you looked very carefully during this whole thing, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are there. They're in the background, though. They're all the way in the back, against the wall with everybody else. Everybody else in this segment is clapping. They're going like, yeah, Charlotte's gonna win the title. Whatever. At that point, it was still Natalya. Natalya's gonna win. Becky Lynch is we're gonna win. I'm the captain of team. Rabble. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were the only ones just standing there like this, with arms crossed, stoic, no reactions the whole time. And it was so subtle, and it was in the background, and I'm like, and then later on in the show, they had this, another one of their backstage promos with the two of them talking in the locker room, saying, this is, SmackDown is supposed to be the land of opportunity, and Shane McMahon has left us off the card.
Right.
There's no way they are not getting involved in this match.
I will agree. They will get involved in this match, as will Jason Jordan. Ooh. Jason Jordan will fuck over Team Raw. Kurt Angle will then be fired the next night by Stephanie McMahon. Then he will have a program with his alleged son at the Royal Rumble.
This is what Charlie does, man. He gets me believing in these things.
Rumble,
yeah.
and then
so
it
many
leads
things
to Triple H versus Angle at fucking Mania. Listen, you got to kill time before you get to the main event, right? So Jason Jordan's disgruntled. There's been rumblings of him becoming a heel. We all know that Owens and Sami are going to fuck over Team SmackDown, but who's going to be there to fuck over Team Raw? There's always two sides to every coin, and Jason Jordan was pedigreed and embarrassed on Raw by Triple H right in front of the eyes of his daddy, and Jason Jordan's going to try and be a hero, but
I've got a counterpoint for
Triple H. Counter away!
I've got a counterpoint for you. Jason Jordan tries to come back and help Team Raw, but inadvertently gets Kurt Angle DQ'd.
And then gets fired because Raw's going to lose. Because, listen, they're trying to get Angle back into competitive competition, right? They want him to wrestle. They want to give him an excuse to not be the general manager anymore, right? Basically. Stephanie's back, gives an excuse to hire a new guy, bring in a new face. Why not have him lose?
So we're all talking about a lot of screw jobs here.
It is a Survivor Series.
It is Survivor Series. It is the 20th year anniversary as well.
But we also have...
Where's Shawn Michaels hiding out?
Yeah,
right?
where's he? Maybe he'll interfere.
He is going to be in Houston that
Bret
weekend.
Hart's going to make a comeback, guys.
He is going to be in Houston that weekend.
Gerald Briscoe.
Isn't he roughing one of the matches?
He was supposed to referee.
He's actually refereeing the NXT title, the NXT match.
Yes, right.
He's doing War Games.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sorry. He's doing the
is Kane getting
McIntyre match.
But I'm saying, is Kane going to get involved?
I think Kane might.
Strowman.
I don't know. I think Kane might have been written off of TV with that loss to Braun Strowman.
Running for mayor or Tennessee or something.
Yeah, but have you seen him? He's beating every fucking person on the roster.
I heard this run for Kane was going to be very short-lived, and he was going to have a short program with Braun Strowman, and then that was going to be it for him.
He's trying to become the mayor, governor of Tennessee or some shit.
And he got put through and Braun Strowman put him through the ring on Raw. So I think that was their way of writing him off TV.
It's like Kane versus the slack-jawed yokel for mayor. Fucking
Please, the slack-jawed yokel.
So it makes sense. He comes out from under the ring when he debuts, and then they put him back through the ring, back to hell.
There you go.
And that's how they write him off TV. Where's Kane? Oh, he's playing tennis in hell with Hitler right now.
I mean, listen, it seems like between the conspiracies that can happen on this SmackDown compared to the conspiracies,
there's definitely going to be some
and
kind
the
of
run-ins that can happen on
match.
Raw. It seems that it seems like with the lineup that SmackDown has, there's no way they can lose. Like, John Cena's on the fucking team. Shinsuke Nakamura's on the team.
Kurt Angle and
Triple H!
Kurt Angle and Triple H.
But you're talking about this whole Jason Jordan shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
hold on.
Jason Jordan. Wait, here we go.
You know what I mean?
Jason Jordan.
Anything can
takes
happen
out
in this match. Fucking China might come back and blow Triple H.
No, that will not happen.
I want to throw this out there. You had Cena and Orton ran the show back in the 2000s, right? In the late 2000s,
yeah.
They were trading titles back and forth. Then you had Angle and Triple H running the show in the late 90s, early 2000s, because that was their era.
Yep.
And then elsewhere in a different company, was it TNA? Is that still a company?
Who?
Exactly.
Who?
So you had Joe and Balor doing their thing over there, and then Samoa, and he was just a beast, and Shane McMahon was.
That doesn't matter to Vince.
And Bobby Roode was the longest reigning TNA champion of all time.
Was he really?
It's a fact.
Vince doesn't give a shit about this.
No wonder why he's fucking glorious, because he's the longest reigning TNA champion. I'm sure it doesn't mean much to nobody else, but to Bobby Roode it means a lot, because that guy can carry the load of being the guy. And if SmackDown were to win, it wouldn't be a major guy. Or if Raw were to win, it wouldn't be a major guy. That's why a guy like Rude or Balor or Joe will be the guys to get the final haul in the Survivor Series. Because back in the day, the Survivor Series was meant for guys to build them, to make them superstars. Guys like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Diesel, The Undertaker. Nowadays, everyone's just like, oh, we're going to let everyone who we want to win. There's no future planning anymore.
Right.
Back in the day, there was a future. Everything was set up for the next pay-per-view.
Yes, that is true. I mean, that was a long time ago, and I wish they would still do that, Charlie.
It makes no sense. What they do now makes literally no sense.
Yeah, so we discussed, we know this, and it's sad, because...
Let me get my 2 cents in.
I thought you got a couple cents in.
I got sentences.
Got a couple bucks in.
Shit, I'm fucking pissed right now. Listen, guys, don't do me a favor. Don't watch the Survivor Series. Just watch TakeOver. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
I will be watching TakeOver.
TakeOver's gonna be
Cassius
great.
Ohno's gonna win. I think Roger Strong's gonna turn on.
Well, hold on. Well, let's finish this first.
Yeah, we'll get into NXT.
We'll finish it up at the end.
This is gonna be a 3-hour show. Longer than the fucking Titanic.
This is unfortunately, not unfortunately. This is a good thing. This is the hardest match on the card to call. I'm assuming this will be the main event. There is so much star. I mean, when was the last time there was this much star power in a Survivor Series match?
We talked about this before, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking. I forget what year it was, but it was the year DX tagged with the Hardys and CM Punk made his Survivor Series.
I would even go as
CM
far
Punk.
as saying 2002 when it was Team ECW and Team WCW versus Team WWF.
Right, the
Rock,
Alliance. Yeah.
Jericho, Kane, Undertaker, Big Show versus Austin, Angle, Rob Van Dam, Booker T.
Angle turned on the Alliance that night, didn't he?
Yeah, he was Vince McMahon's mole.
Yeah.
That was the Angle.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, handpicked Kurt Angle to infiltrate the.
I'd like to welcome the username Suck It Twice on Periscope who just joined us.
I'm gonna make one that says "Suck it 3 times, bitch. Do something."
It's not just good to get it sucked once, but twice is even better.
I mean, but okay, how often do we get a Triple H match these days? Usually it's pretty much reserved for WrestleMania, right? Kurt Angle has had one match in the last 11 years, so this is fucking awesome that we're getting Kurt Angle, Triple H, whatever. John Cena's there as well. Those are 3 of the biggest names in WWE history. And then you throw in Randy Orton, who's the next tier down. You've got Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, who are rising to the top. Braun Strowman maybe a step below them, but still in the same category. You got Bobby Roode, who kind of seems a little out of place here. And you got Shinsuke as well. I mean, this is a stacked fucking Survivor Series match. This is really what Survivor Series used to be about. And I'm glad that they didn't waste the whole card on 8 Survivor Series matches, and there's only fucking 2 of them. One's a women's one, one's a Raw one. This is exactly how Survivor Series should be. It should be fucking these dream matches with teams you would never expect to see together. Who would have fucking thought a month ago that Kurt Angle and Triple H would be on the Raw fucking Survivor Series team? I did not see that coming.
Who would think Shane McMahon would still be alive after Hell in a Cell?
Or the helicopter crash.
What the hell? Dude, he's gone through a lot of shit in the last year.
He should probably just stay away from heights at this point.
I heard he's going to join the circus next.
Oh, what an idiot! Fucking Ringling Brothers? What a dumbass! Oh, again. Now, here's the hard part, guys. Man. As far as predictions goes, who do you got, man? This is tough. Because there are, as we've all been talking about, there are reasons to believe people will interfere for Raw. People will interfere for SmackDown, maybe against Raw, maybe against SmackDown. Where do we go here, guys?
I see Braun Strowman taking out a lot of SmackDown team.
I feel like he's going to get the most eliminations.
Fucking
can I just real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Who would have thought grown ass man would be broadcasting this in the basement? Someone just wrote. Who would have thought someone like you would actually be watching this just to write that comment? So honestly, you have nothing to do either right now. Where are you on this Friday night? I'm sorry. Are you out at a bar right now watching us do this? No, you're probably in your house in your underwear watching us do this. So you are the worst.
Probably touching your dick
just
for other
as
people.
Dumb as us.
Hey,
so go get a fucking life. Stop watching us and go have a good time. Bro.
I'm gonna say this.
Yourself.
I'm gonna say this for the 1,000th time. I'm gonna say this for the 1,000th fucking time.
This is my everyone that talks.
This is we're recording in our basement. We're recording in our mother's basement. No, This is my fucking house. I have a fucking mortgage. You could suck my goddamn dick.
I
own this fucking
oil.
house. I record in the basement because my wife and child are sleeping upstairs. So I'm actually being a courteous fucking husband and father. So suck a dick.
Yeah, I'm kind of married too. Like, I own my own pizza. I own my own business. I own a pizzeria, and I'm just having a good time with my friends and talking about wrestling and things we love. Just because you're a bitter prick and you have nothing better to do,
you have nothing better to do.
You can suck a dick with your oil company and do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm
drown in that
down
shit.
with you sucking a dick,
Please.
and that's
What?
fine.
God damn it, Frankie. That doesn't help us at all. Why does that help us?
Hold on, I'm going to defend you.
No.
Because just because you're married and Charlie's married and I'm not doesn't mean anything. Because
I got one of those too.
Oh, I feel so out of place right now. I have a ring too.
Oh, look how mad. You didn't make me mad, bro. You just proving a point that you're a bigger fucking loser than us, bro. So, like, don't act like you're tough, because you're not. That's why you don't have the balls to put your face in front of the camera and do something that you love, because you're a fucking bitch. Grow a set of balls, put your face on screen, and then you can talk shit. But until then, troll away a little computer, act like you're cool and shit. But meanwhile, I don't use this word anymore because I find this word very rude and very mad. But you're the F word, bro, and it ends with an AG because that's who the fuck you are. So grow the fuck up, get a set of balls, and show me face to face that you got the balls to show what you really want to do with your life. So
you're a faggot.
Be a bitch. I don't say that word. You can say it. Call him whatever.
Faggot.
I respect my wife. I can't do
And
that.
I felt a little out of place there because you guys connected your little marriage rings together, your wedding rings together, and the only ring I have is I can go home and get it.
Look,
but
I'm typing, Mom. I'm typing with emojis. Look at me. I can type. Well, dude, if this was like, oh my god, I wish I. Oh my god, I would just hurt people still. I wish I was younger.
Don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, I have a ring at home, but it doesn't...
Charlie's new around here. Okay, Charlie is just defending my honor.
People are gonna hate.
That's
what
what
I know it.
That's what they do. That's what the Periscopers do. Because
Periscope
it's about a fucking anonymous.
Dude, you own a Periscope. Like, I don't have one. You're a fucking loser. Get a life,
dude. What was that girl who used to do the wrestling videos? Who do it all the fucking time? What was her name? She was a little crazy. I forget her name. Haley.
Yeah.
Haley. So we used to watch this girl, Haley, on I don't know what happened to her. She disappeared. She used to do a wrestling show. And literally every fucking comment in the goddamn thing would be like, take your shirt off. Like, stop being anonymous fucking creeps and stop being fucking cool and like I'm gonna go on the show and I'm gonna take over and start talking about it. You're not fucking cool, guys. You're watching our video. So who's really the fucking idiot here? I mean, we obviously know our show is shit. It's called the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
If you want to skull fuck me, you're more than welcome. I'll enjoy it. If you even have a dick to skull fuck me, you fucking bitch. Like,
fucking totally.
I'm going under the assumption that the guy was joking and he was just fucking around. But for the most part, we get that comment literally every week, and it's fucking old. So
bring it on, bitch. Skull fuck away, homo. Let's go.
Bring some new material.
You just said you want to fuck a dude. You're such an idiot. Just think about what you say before you type it, because you're so dumb.
And more importantly, I don't appreciate the comments that I get from people like Rob Hoss that still make fun of the fact that by accident...
It wasn't by accident.
It was by accident. You don't even know the story yet.
I don't have to.
That I dated a girl named Corey, who I found out to be a dude.
Again,
the
name should have been the entire fucking story for you.
I didn't realize it, dude.
I told you every fucking week.
Just because she liked Mrs. Doubtfire, just because she liked the movie White Chicks, just because she liked Goldust during the Brian Pillman feud when Brian Pillman had to wear a dress, just because she liked the Perry Saturn feud from WCW when he had to wear a dress, just because she liked Tyler Breeze when he dressed up as Nikki Bella. That does not mean that she was a tranny, and I didn't mean it.
Wait, she's a tranny? Wait, this is a whole new development.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I don't really know what she is anymore.
I'm the middle dude. I have one chance to apologize. Here's my apology. You can go fuck yourself. I don't know who the fuck you are. You can go suck the biggest dick you've ever fucking found. I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do to me if I don't? Hold on. What the fuck are you gonna do to me if I don't apologize to you? Because you know who the fuck I am. You know what I can do to you? I will fucking murder you. I will fucking make sure.
I'll give you the address.
You know what? I'm gonna take the higher road here. You're a nice guy. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be nice. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your turkey. Have a good fucking time. Have a couple beers. Relax. Enjoy yourself. and enjoy it. But leave me the fuck alone. Who the fuck are you anyway to talk shit? You have no fucking balls at all. Because I can show my face and show you who the fuck I am, but you don't got the balls to show me who the fuck you are. So, until then, you can suck the biggest bag of dicks. And back to the Survivor Series, because this guy is done. I think we're all in agreement that the lone survivor here that I agree with is probably going to be... I don't have a definitive answer on how they're going to go with this, but I would say it's either going to be Finn Balor to be the last guy on Team Raw.
Ooh, yeah.
And Bobby Roode as the last member of Team
Roode.
SmackDown.
I was going to go Shinsuke on the SmackDown side because I feel like everybody in this match is going in expecting Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Randy Orton, John Cena, the big names to do something massive here. But I feel like, with the fucking... And, Shane McMahon's going to get taken out by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's definitely fucking happening. So, who does that leave? That leaves the under-the-radar guys, the Bobby Roodes, the Shinsuke's, the Finn Balor, the Samoa Joes. Who's going to make the biggest showing here, and who's going to win it for me? I'm still going with Team Raw here. I don't know why. I have no reason... I really don't have any reason to sway me one way or the other because I think there's going to be interference on both sides. But here we are, and my gut is telling me Team Raw, and I feel like it has something to do with Samoa Joe. I don't know why. Samoa Joe is my guy. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I'm going to go with Team SmackDown to say that John Cena is going to be the lone survivor.
Why would that happen?
Because it's John Cena. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's it? That's all you got? Okay. Chuck?
I think I pretty much gave it to you.
Okay. So I was the only one who went with Raw, right?
Well, I said I didn't give a definitive answer. I gave either SmackDown or Raw. I said it would be one of the two guys be left. It depends how they want to go with who they want to book to lose and who they want to make look strong going forward. But I got to go with Team Raw at this one because that's their premiere show. Vince loves that show, so
yeah,
Raw.
Yeah, I gotta agree. And for the fact that Shane McMahon started this whole fucking Under Siege invasion bullshit. It was kind of a dick move from Shane McMahon to kind of just jump him like that and kind of act all he buddied up with him right beforehand. And then Kurt Angle kind of got his revenge this past week on SmackDown. And I kind of watched the whole thing. When it was happening on Raw, when SmackDown invaded, I was kind of like, this is kind of heelish of Raw. It's kind of like a douchey move to kind of do it. And then when Raw invaded SmackDown, I felt the complete opposite. I'm like, it's about fucking time they fucking jumped those fucking assholes for jumping them early. So, yeah, that's why I'm kind of going with Raw, because I feel like SmackDown might... There's really no heel in this team, but it just feels like Shane McMahon has been a douchebag in this, at least going into this match. So, yeah, that's where I'm
going. Go get him, Team Blue!
So, guys, what's our time here? Ooh, we're running
very late today.
Let's quickly go through NXT TakeOver War Games, which is taking place tomorrow or tonight if you're listening on the audio feed. Obviously, the big match is the War Games match. The Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong taking on Sanity and the Undisputed Era. What do you guys think about this? This is so cool that this is back.
I mean, the predictions on an NXT show are a little bit easier because they don't throw you fucking, curveballs all the time. I think they're trying to build Adam Cole up to be the next person who's going to take on Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship.
I agree.
So I think that the Undisputed Era has to win this match.
Yeah,
honestly.
Charlie actually...
Although I love Sanity.
Me and Charlie were talking before we started recording, and he had a really good theory about what's going to happen here, so you might as well go for it, Chuck.
Well, I think that... Oh, God. I said to myself I would be better than replying to fucking trolls.
Just don't.
Whatever.
Yeah,
it's Periscope. Don't worry about it.
Whatever. Okay.
Just keep talking.
So... God damn it.
Just don't fucking care.
I said Roddy Rod is going to fucking turn on the Authors of Pain. He said he was supposed to join.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
He was supposed to join already with the Undisputed.
Yes.
But then he turned to them on an NXT show. So then I think that the Undisputed is going to get a new member in Roger Strong, and Roger Strong's going to help them win at War Games.
Yeah, I got to agree.
That's actually a great idea.
That's
as
soon as he said that,
I'll actually go with you on that one.
When he said that to me before, I was like, yeah, that's definitely happening. That's a perfect storyline right there. Roderick Strong just doesn't seem like he should be tagged with the Authors of Pain. It's so out of place. Like, I don't know. I love Roderick Strong, too, so I would be happy if he turned heel, though. He's always been a better heel than a face.
And can we talk about the best feud of this whole fucking show? Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream.
Hell yeah, bro.
The best goddamn feud I've seen in quite some time. These guys are like polar opposites. They work completely well together on every single level. Obviously, Aleister Black is going to win, but god damn it, Velveteen Dream has been fucking awesome.
Yeah, I wish I could say I know what you're talking about, but ever since we went to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, I've literally completely fallen behind on NXT, and I have no idea what's going on.
Just to give you kind of background, Velveteen Dream...
Get me up to speed, Fred.
Wants everyone his opponents to say his name. Tell me your name.
Like Fandango.
You know, like, he wants everyone to say Velveteen Dream, but Aleister Black doesn't talk. So he's been playing these mind games.
Does he actually not talk? Is that a saying? He doesn't talk at all?
He doesn't
talk.
He hasn't cut one promo?
You know, he just sits there with his legs crossed and stuff like that.
That's his music, I'm sorry. Wrestling show.
So Velveteen Dream wants Aleister Black to say his name, Velveteen Dream.
Gotcha.
But Aleister Black is not giving in.
I've seen clips of it, but I haven't really.
It's been such a good program, and Velveteen Dream kind of pops up. Like, they both play like mind games. It reminds me of like Razor Ramon versus Goldust back in '95, where like Goldust was this fucking weird, ambiguously gay character, and Razor Ramon was Mr. Machismo. I know that's not Aleister Black at all, but like, they're just polar opposites like that. It kind of works. I just love the feud.
Nice.
Well, I'm with it. I think Aleister Black's going to win. NXT's been the superior show to the major brand, and I just think
Aleister's definitely winning.
I think it's just been fun. All the takeovers, if you notice, have been better than the actual pay-per-views.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I had never missed a takeover show.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last? I don't remember ever being disappointed by a takeover show either. Ever. I mean, all three NXT TakeOver Brooklyn's was great. NXT TakeOver Toronto was fucking awesome. The one in Texas, I forget where it was. Was it Dallas?
The one from WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was fucking great. What else am I forgetting? Even like the older ones when they used to still do them in Full Sail University, like the original ones.
When Neville used to fight like
Sami Neville was still in it.
Dallas was actually a legitimate
The one where Kevin Owens made his debut and
Nakamura versus Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn won the title. That one was great.
Remember when Cesaro fought fucking Sami Zayn? Those series of matchups, those were fucking amazing.
It's hard to believe, like, how far the NXT brand has come, but like it was good as soon as they started doing those tapings in Full Sail University. Of course, I didn't have the network back then. It wasn't even on the network back then. I think it was like you had to watch it online, like on WWE.com back then.
I
don't even fucking remember. But as soon as I got the network, boy, as soon as I saw that first takeover, I was hooked. And I'm so happy that it is still succeeding to this day. Despite the fact that they call up a lot of guys, the roster gets decimated like around WrestleMania every year. And yet, look, here we are once again. Like, you never know who's going to emerge from these shows. The Fatal 4-Way match, I'm assuming is going to be really good as well. I mean, I love Nikki Cross. I like Ember Moon a lot. Peyton Royce, I like her more as a character than anything. Like, I don't think she's a great wrestler.
Yeah, she's not a great wrestler, but
I love her. She's a good character.
They're like the late cool 2.0.
Yeah, the iconic duo. They're great. Kairi Sane, I didn't really watch the
she's really good.
I didn't watch the women's tournament for the most
I don't
part.
think she's going to win the title because she's a
shouldn't.
good wrestler, but her charisma isn't there. Her English isn't there.
I got to go with Ember on this one because it's like
she had the best. I thought Asuka. That's why they're going to give it to.
Yeah, I thought she was. Yeah. I actually thought she was going to beat Asuka at Brooklyn. So
yeah, my WWE booking says that Peyton Royce would take the upset, but NXT booking, it seems like Ember Moon's going to probably Nikki Cross or Ember Moon's going to take it.
Yeah. And the main event is Drew McIntyre versus Andrade Cien Almas. This is kind of like a throwaway. I like how they've booked Cien lately. They made him look good.
I love Zelina.
Yeah, she's so hot.
Yeah, she's good. I like her.
He had a really good match with fucking Johnny Gargano at Brooklyn. It was fucking got the crowd going. It was the opener for the show.
Yeah, that was a good match. It was very surprising.
Yeah, and like I kind of was never really invested in Cien, but ever since they paired him up with this girl, he's been bringing it, and the match has been good. He's been a good character as a cocky heel who cares more about partying than actually wrestling.
He had a great match a couple of weeks back or a month back with Roderick Strong as the main event of NXT one of the weeks, and it was a fucking phenomenal match. And he won, obviously, but he's been pulling his weight lately. I think that's going to be a sleeper on the show, considering it's a world title match. I think it's going to be a sleeper, though. I think it's going to be a really good match.
I think it should be under the radar because
I'm loving Drew McIntyre.
At least for me, I was going to say the opposite. I was like, I'm not really a big Drew McIntyre fan. I like the guy. I think he can have a good match. I didn't like that they threw the title on him kind of like right away as soon as he came back. I kind of thought it should have been more of a slow build. Like maybe this should have been the month that he won the title. But obviously back then, Bobby Roode needed to be called up, so it made sense that Bobby Roode dropped it to him.
He looks like a world champion.
He does.
When I see him on the show and he comes out,
I think he'd be better as a heel, though. That's my opinion.
Yeah. He was handpicked by Vince McMahon 10 years ago.
Yeah,
he looks like a fucking champ.
He does look like a champion. I just don't buy him as a face. That's just my personal opinion. And the only other match we didn't really talk about is Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan.
I didn't even know.
I liked Lars Sullivan. I liked how they built him up. Like he would just tag with random guys for a while, and literally he would dominate the match for the first 5 minutes, tag out to some jobber, and then the jobber would lose the match to whoever, like Heavy Machinery or maybe I don't remember how far back it goes, but and then he would just fucking go crazy and beat the shit out of his fucking tag team partner. I loved how that's how they got his character on TV. I like Lars Sullivan. Predictions wise, I don't know, man. I like Cassius, man. I'm a big Chris Hero fan.
Go Lars. I don't even care.
I was gonna go with Lars though. I like Cassius a lot.
I'll take Cassius Ohno. I'll be different.
I feel like he's never really gonna get a major push in WWE. Because he doesn't have the body type. He doesn't have the Vince McMahon body type. He's very overweight for like a pro wrestler.
That's true.
Not overweight, but like just not in shape. He's a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. He looks like how I would probably look in a ring right now. Dad bod. He's got dad bod.
I don't know. You had a pretty good match at the John Hanley tribute show.
That's right. I also lost to Chuck as the imposter.
I made some comments that I shouldn't have made that day, but it was alright.
Oh my god.
That's alright.
Full disclosure.
I made a horrible comment.
We might as well start wrapping the show up. We might as well wrap the show up.
Yeah, let's just bullshit for a few minutes, huh?
Our friend John Hanley, unfortunately... Uh-oh. Has the mic been off this whole time?
It's better not be.
Uh-oh, Fred's mic is off. Oh, I guess I'm talking the whole time.
Are you kidding me?
It was working before. I don't know. You probably moved around too much.
Shit. I'm not even mad.
I am, because we'll do this again.
Nah, it was working as of fucking... It looks like 10 minutes ago. So maybe the last 10 minutes.
We got cut off by the media because I went on a rant.
That's alright. Alright, well...
Alright guys, come join me here on this mic.
We'll just talk really loud.
Let's not pull it out of the goddamn
Well, I'm trying to get everybody some room here. Anyway, you lead it. It's fucking...
Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this. Where are we going? What was I talking about?
We're going to wrap this up with John Hanley.
Very, very quickly. John Hanley, a friend of ours, he unfortunately passed away about 2 years ago now, and we used to do backyard wrestling with him back in the day. And long story short, we did a reunion show for our Backyard Wrestling Federation 2 years ago, and... Me and Charlie had a match, very quick match, because Charlie had a leg injury, I believe?
Yeah, I had a torn ACL.
He had a torn ACL. So we had to do a really quick one because we didn't have...
fucking slip on a pizza, you fucking idiot?
No, I was playing hockey and I have torn ACL. Then I started playing ice hockey again, and now I tore 2 muscles and a tendon in my foot. Yeah.
Oh, God, you're the worst.
You're a fucking mess.
Well, I took a slap shot there, too. It didn't really fucking help.
So we had to do a quick match, and Charlie came out and cut a promo, and... He was supposed to call out.
Tell him the imposters are dead guy.
I will. I'm getting there. I'm a long storyteller. So long story short, he was supposed to call out this character called the Imposter. Now the Imposter is literally the Scream mask with the full costume from the movies, the Scream franchise. Which we literally used that as a character to fill space on the card when we didn't have enough people to wrestle. So. Again, we didn't have enough people to wrestle, so Charlie was supposed to call out the Imposter. Now, the Imposter was supposed to be like this dead man. He was supposed to be like our Undertaker gimmick. He would kind of wrestle with like like The Undertaker. He would do tombstones, choke slams, kind of talk with his voice like this. So Charlie, of course, remembering all of that, cut a promo. Maybe you want to cut the promo right now?
I mean, I basically said, like, I don't care. I mean, I basically said I don't care if you're woman, child, living or dead. And as fucked up, I didn't realize I said it until after the words came out of my mouth that living or dead in front of, like, his whole family. And
God.
Fucking mortified me for, like...
Just chills!
John's entire family
mortified
was there, and as Charlie said, I don't care if you're alive or dead, and just
my God.
And I didn't hear it until the video was made too, and I was like, oh, that was bad.
I was like, I hope he edited that part out when he fucking redid it for himself.
You'll forever be known as a dick to the John Hanley
But
family.
I was a good heel, so I had to play the part, so there you go.
Yeah, and Fred also said something to his sister after a match. Fred, you want to share that one quickly?
No, well, before the match, it was going to be me, Craig, and another person in a three-way match. And I said, yeah, because it was going to be a hardcore match.
It was also super hot outside. It was like 90 degrees outside, and
So
everybody was sweating profusely.
So I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a great match. I'm going to fucking kill myself in this match. So we are terrible.
Literally,
we have poor choice
we
in words.
literally have the worst worst possible word choice phrasing for a wrestling show dedicated to our friend who died. We're terrible people.
We are.
And on that note, enjoy Survivor Series.
Yeah, but before we go, we want to introduce our segment. Our new segment we debuted last week. We want to debut our MCM of the week, our Mad Chill Man. And I was gonna pick somebody, but they ended up being a fucking.
What day of the week is it, Fred?
Well, today is. It's technically Saturday now,
so
but our Man Chill Man, our MCM, goes to this guy right here, Chucky Boy, Chuck Fury, my MCM. He's been crushing it. He's a man. And it may not be Monday, it's certainly Saturday, but you know what? You crush it every day. I crush on you. You're the man, dude. So, I love you, bro. Will you accept my MCM?
Craig told me not to. So...
Why? But it's something we're doing now. So.
No, we're not doing that.
But you said we could do it, though.
Right, yeah, no, you know what? You're right, Fred. You could do this.
I mean, last week was Toilet Model, and this week it's Chuck Natalello.
I'm going to do my thing where I get uncomfortable and leave now, so I'm going to let you guys finish the show.
But the good thing is that there's actually another person with me, so it's okay. You can leave if you want to.
I might leave, too.
You're going to...
I appreciate the Man Crush Monday, but I
Man Crush Monday? That's not that. No, what is that?
I'm sorry.
That's not even a thing. I don't.
Monday morning countdown, friend.
Yeah,
Man Chill Monday.
Yeah, Man
Chill Men.
Man Chill Men. I don't know what he's talking about there. That might be something on the dark web. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, it's been fun being here, though. I will tell you that.
Thanks for coming, Chuck.
It's been fun being here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you being my MCM.
Bring the mic next time so we don't have that fucking problem.
Anyway, guys, you can follow us on Twitter at Wretched Wrestle. You can like us on Facebook at Wretched Wrestling. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, even though I'm terrible at uploading the videos.
Yep, you are.
I am. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. And that's the deal, and it's for real. Woo!
WretchedWrestling.com. You always forget that one.
Sorry, guys, but WretchedWrestling.com. Craig has been working on it. It's a fantastic site. It has the video and the audio up every week. It looks fantastic. I saw the site yesterday.
Can I show my dick on TV?
You can if you want. We're ready to show our dicks. So, on that note, we're about to... Okay, I'm going to show my dick at 1, 2...